Hey, it's cold. Back at the storage unit again, and I'm the only one here. I can tell because of the train tracks, or the tire tracks on the snow here. But I have a new bin, and we are going to replace this bin because it's broken, and also set out some mouse traps because I found out that there's a mouse somewhere in here because of all the fucking poop I've seen on the top of some of these. See, there's poop right there. There's poop right there. There was poop over there. It's a problem. But some ads since the last time I was here, I found this big, nice, beautiful Chicago Cubs shadow box at Goodwill for $10. And I told my brother, I'm like, I can't pass this up. He's like, yeah, I saw it earlier. I was wondering if you were going to grab it. And I did. So the Montoya suit will be in here when I get my own place. You've seen this before. That's Brad Perez Martinsville nose. And then there's some older pieces of sheet metal right there. Here's some more sheet metal over here. I did do some moving of stuff around here. Like, I forgot I had this. I keep forgetting I have this front row B post. It's very old. I think it's from 2017 or 2018, somewhere around there. Somebody smarter than me will recognize where that's from. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking this bin, throwing it over here, and know what you're thinking, like, how did these bins get in such bad shape? So, it has been almost a year. In fact, the 22nd will mark 1 year since I've been back in Wisconsin. And during that move, it was like negative 10 degrees out in Illinois. A lot of the plastic bins became very brittle, became like that. But that happened actually a few years ago, that crack there. But this crack happened on the move. When I was sliding bins out of the U-Haul into the storage unit, all I heard was cracking. So that's why that is like that. Hey, these two trophies are David Malucas's, remember? That's fun. I did sell the Ross Chastain team-issued one and put hand sanitizer in its place. So that's pretty cool. I sold that one for a nice profit off of that. And yeah, I'll let you know of anything else cool I find in here. So here's a bin of shirts. I didn't realize what was all in here. See, this is a problem when you have so much stuff that you don't remember what you entirely have. Like, I have this, I got a Noah Gregson 9 shirt in here, Gordon shirts everywhere, there's a Harvick shirt. I think these are all vintage shirts, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there's some newer stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I did consider this one because this was the same way. It broke because it was so brittle. This actually has my, or had most of my childhood paper stuff, like elementary school forms and stuff like that. But I moved that into a bin over there. So this bin is all just books now, and I'm not necessarily worried about all the weight that's piled on top of there. Look, the Kevin Lacroix promo. But yes, here's more shirts. I don't realize that I have. Those are going to go into there, and it looks like there's quite a few interesting ones in here. Like a lot of the 2017 template shirts. Like there's a Sunny D one, I believe, what was unreleased. There's a generic Dale Jr. Here's another Stenhouse. So a lot of these are just template shirts, which are pretty cool. Look, a Cole Custer one. He won the championship this year. That's interesting. Here's a Kevin Harvick one that I've only seen in a medium. I don't know if that's what happened. If it was only a medium run or what was it, but I've never seen one larger than a medium or a small. Trent Owens, Gary St. Amant. There's a lot of vintage stuff in here. Casey Atwood. Look at all that. Oh my goodness, there's a Billy Standridge. But before we get to moving those shirts out, I want to show you where I put the mouse traps, because I'm not sure where these mice are coming from, because unless they're coming from up there, because there's not a whole lot of room for them to come in from. There's no room to come in from here because of how tight it is up against there. So I have one mouse trap here, one mouse trap here, mouse trap back here, mouse trap here, back here, mouse trap back here. Now, I know what you're saying, 6 seems a bit overkill. You don't understand how much damage just one mouse can do to shirts or wherever, especially if you find a dead corpse somewhere. It's a bit frustrating not knowing where this mouse is, where he got in from, how they're getting out, or what have you. I'm thinking they're coming in from up there through other storage units. I'm not sure. I haven't seen a hole in here yet. Here's a development that I noticed. Why is there rice in here? Is this rice? I believe that it is rice. It has to be. It just crumbled apart. How did rice get in here? Nice. So we got this sorted out into this bin. I have the broken one over there. And then I don't know what's in here. I did remember that this is my sale bin. So all of these shirts are potentially for sale. Where I'm going to sell them, I don't know. But here's an interesting shirt here. It looks like Ryan Pastana in a way. It's weird. If you don't know who he is, he's a graphic designer of Alpha Prime Racing. It's a very obscure reference, but I remember buying that at Savans. Yeah, remember that from Racing Thrifts? That's a throwback. Hell, that was like 3 years ago at this point. What memories. Wonderful. Looks great. Let's hope that plastic lasts a lot longer than this piece of shit did. Well, that one actually lasted me quite a while. I can't complain. But with the brutal winters in Wisconsin, I hope it does. So, stacked everything back up. You notice there's a Bowman flag. I don't know why that was in there. I think I bought it on Hendrick's sale for a couple bucks. But yeah, everything's all nicely put back. That is a sale bin, I think. That's a sale bin. That's a sale bin. So there's 3 bins of shirts I could be selling. But I'm too lazy to. That goes with a lot of stuff in here. Just a lot of laziness. So it came here earlier, and I dropped off that Kmart bin full of hats. And it's just mostly hats that I'm not going to wear, like this Lyle Novak signed hat, and then Carl Edwards Save-A-Lot hat. Like, I don't know why I bought that. I assume I saw it sitting, and I was like, oh, dude, that's a super rare hat. And then it wasn't rare. Nothing's rare. So a majority of the stuff is from my... the shed in North Carolina. There's my mom's old toolboxes that I used at Sign Art, and then I moved into the storage unit until I need them again, which I probably won't, to be honest with you. There's my electric grill that I used in the camper, full of grease and gross stuff. I don't know, it's been here for about a year, so I would expect it. Had a few fans in here. Got some Hendrick metal in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. That's a Scott Wimmer door from 2001. I'm going to see if I can set up a table or something to sell some shirts on. Because obviously, when you have 3 bins of shirts for sale, you should probably just sell them at some point. And that one will probably go too. Look, there's a fake autograph on there. Now, I'm not sure why somebody would fake a Scott Wimmer autograph. It sure as shit wasn't me. But that's why it was so cheap. It was like $100, so I'm not going to complain about that. The other door that went with that, the 22 cat door, is hanging up in my room at the house. And then there's the Scott Wimmer Siemens 27 side. So that will hang up when I get my own place. There's the NBCSN side. And fun fact about this NBCSN side is that I've had people that worked at NBCSN ask me about it. And unfortunately, it's not for sale. Because it's the equivalent of a Wally's World ride. And I fucking love Wally's World. The wing COTs anyway, are still here and still for sale. There's the mint on box ones, and then there's the bin of the Lucy's. So, I mean, for $1,000, nobody's jumped on that. But then again, I have said in the past I would rather have somebody buy them by picking them up rather than me shipping them, because it's a lot of cars and it's a very valuable set. So I don't know. That's probably why it's been sitting there. I mean, I've had people from Wisconsin say, oh, we were going to go halvesies with a friend on it, and then he backed out. It's like, why? There's a ton of rare cars in there that you'd easily make your money back off just that bin alone. Nevertheless, the Lucy's down there. My Xfinity box stuff is in here. I moved them from the basement in my brother's house to here because I didn't have a reason to have them there. I do have a bit of Lucy's there that will have to come here, but we'll get to that at a different point. There's a signed Larry Foyt bumper, by the way.